right, let's take a look at your markets picture, starting things off with the JSE. Now, despite the risk on mood, the JSE delivering a mixed showing with gold under pressure as traders pile into equities, and that shift weighing on resources. Resources 10 complex down 1.2%, while trading in the opposite direction is the financial 15 gaining just over 1/3%. The industrial 25 also up in the green, gaining 0.1%. Trading in the red, however, is the all share losing 0.1%. In Wall Street, stocks extending gains after Nvidia's third quarter performance and forecast restored investor confidence in AI trade. Investors also digesting last night's Fed minutes and economic data. With that, the Nasdaq leading the gains there, up 2.3%, followed by the S&P 500 gaining 1.8%. Also in the green is the Dow Jones, up just shy 1.5%. Now, that upbeat momentum also spilling over to Europe with stocks in positive territory. The UK's FTSE 100 was initially under pressure, but now in the green. Leading the gains on that front is the German DAX, up 1.3%, followed by the the French CAC 40 up over 1%, and the FTSE 100 gaining close to 0.75%. Now let's move over to the Rand. Now, the SARB cut rates by 25 basis points at its last meeting for the year. The repo rate sits at 6.75%, and the Rand quite muted to the news. We are seeing some strength coming through when looking at it against the dollar at 17.15, weakness against the pound at 22.47, and the euro to the Rand sitting close to that 20 mark. Let's take a look at your other currency pairs. The euro to the dollar at 1.15, pretty flat. The pound to the dollar at 1.30, and the dollar to the yen trending weaker, just above, or rather just below 158. We're now joined by Andrew Padoa from Sasfin Wealth. Andrew, thanks so much for your time this evening. Now, Christmas came early for South Africans, right, with that 25 basis point rate cut by the SARB. How are you reading this, and how are markets reacting to this? Because before that announcement, it did seem like economists were divided.
So, Ntaoleng, I think the rate cut was to be expected. It was only 25 basis points. My understanding was that they didn't look to do anything more aggressive than that. But with the SARB's move to this 3% inflation targets, our repo rate was at 7%, now at 6.75%. We've got one of the highest real rates in the world. So it's been a great environment for investors sitting on cash or investors in the bond space. But I think the key question is how much further interest rates will go. We're fortunate that the Rand dollar has been in our favor the last couple of months.
All right, let's hit pause on that conversation. We'll delve deeper into that at 6 p.m. Andrew Padoa there from Sasfin Wealth.